We're not young, we has-beens, our remarks are obscene. Drink some cans, start a fight, we're far right. We get lashed, we go out with abuse that we shout. Think this land should be white, we're far right. Are we all there? There's no one at home. And we spit at you all, 'cause our dicks are so small. The sun is our rag, and our boobs, they all sag. We can't spell what we print on our flag. We defend our statues and then piss on them too, 'cause our brains are so light, we're far right.
Now Marcus Rashford picks up the ball. Yes, he's on the left wing. He takes a long shot. Yes, he's changed the law. Yes, remarkable achievement here. He had no trouble outmanoeuvring the slow-witted Westminster defence. That's why you have left-wingers in your side. No one on the right wing could have passed a bill like that. Live!
So what's next on the agenda list, Gillian? What's next on the list? Well, Mr. President, people are upset that you withdrawn from who? Who? Who, sir? Well, that's what I'm asking. What are you asking? What? No, sir. Who? What? I mean, who's who? You know who's who, sir. I do? Yes, sir. You yourself said you want nothing to do with who. Well, I don't goddamn know, Kellyanne. That's why I'm asking you. Okay, Mr. President, I think we've misunderstood-rated again. So let's try again. You unilaterally withdrew the United States from who? Did he mind? Who? Exactly. What? Who is this who? No, it's not who is this who, sir. It's what is this who? That's what I want to know. Can you get me someone who knows what's going on? Yes, sir. Who knows what's going on? Who knows? Yes, sir. That's it. Who knows? Okay, so who knows what's going on? Yes, sir. Who is who? Yes, we got there in the end. We did? Wow, I didn't even have to grab you. Whatever. Okay, my head hurts, Kellyanne. Is it time for my milk? Yes, Mr. President. I'll get the wet nurse.
People of England, government spokesperson here. Ha 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 ha. Now, as some of you know, last time I imparted some top tips from Winifred and I on what to do and what not to do when migrating to the beautiful land of Scotland. Land of kilts and shriveled sprouts, although not necessarily connected. So here's part 2 of what to do if you wish to avoid it at all. So, don't sing God Save the Queen. Do sing You Take the High Road and I'll take the low and you'll die of COVID in the morning. Do say, why of course, pal, everyone's your friend in Scotland. Do bung some of that artificially flavoured curry sauce on one's deep-fried Mars bar. One's arteries will be fine as you have a properly supported National Health Service. Do say the wife is taking up the bagpipes. It's the first thing she's blown since 1964. So, if you do relocate to Chili Jocko Land, you'll be prepared, and you will thrive and survive away from the dubious ministrations of the likes of Matt Hancock, the man boy who can't help blushing in the Swingers Club. So, people of Britain, here's to you, wee Jimmy Cranky, First Minister of Scotland. Haggis all round, and see you, Jimmy, the new. Ha 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 ha.
With the UK now still in lockdown, tempers are getting frayed at Casa de Lentil, as Moon Cup is trying to lead a Zoom yoga class at the same time as housemate Dyspraxia is delivering her latest podcast on mung beans.
Okay, everyone, it's time for Downward Facing Pug. Now, this is really important, yeah? Do remember to soak your beans overnight for that added flavour. Then we move up into the love egg straddle. Oh! And there really is only one way to humanely milk an almond. And finally, arching into the placenta twist. You must squeeze in exactly the right... Honestly, Spraxy, will you pack it in? I can't hear myself bend. Well, I can't hear all the notifications I'm getting from your incessant posing. Ooh. Have some consideration. I mean, our diet is almost exclusively quinoa. None of us should be bending in each other's direction. But we'd have more vegan options if someone was willing to go to Waitrose on occasion. Well, that was really insensitive. You know my gloves don't match my mask. I'd be laughed out of Brunswick. Then why don't we order in? You only get grocery deliveries if you're classified as a vulnerable person. I am! Vulnerable, not venerable. Oh, well, anyway, look, I mean, as you know, takeaway delivery. Oh my goop, are you serious? Well, I've never tried it before. You know, I've always been Thai curious. The MSG in 1 grain of rice alone, but desperate times call for desperate measures. I've never seen a kebab in the wild before. What about the emissions? Stop bending, all right. No, I mean from delivery. They're all on those little scooters, aren't they? They can't be very eco-friendly. Well, what if we specified that they had to come on a bicycle? It only works if you ride over cobbles. Oh. Well, I don't suppose we're allowed to collect. You would risk actually being seen in one of those places? My mask could hide my face. Oh, yeah, well, I suppose if we just did it just this once. Yeah, and it'd give me a chance to try the one out of, you know, the one I made out of my bra. Oh, my friend Chlamydia did that. Yeah, but she based it on the cup size from after her surgery, so it ended up covering her whole head. Oh, hang on. Oh, aren't we both streaming? I don't know. Not since I had the coil fitted. No, I mean online. Oh, I'm losing followers. Hashtag calamity, me too. No, we didn't mean that. I meant a Purita vegan pizza delivery, or don't mention carbs are making it worse. Turn it off. I can't disconnect. Unplug. I'm not wearing one. I'm at the wire. Oh.
Hello, Winnie. Yes, made it through another month then.
Oh, hello, Doris. Yeah, don't know how. Ooh.
Yeah, what's happening, Winnie? I can only see the top of your head.
Oh, yes, Doris. Well, I'm kneeling down. Yeah, I decided to show solidarity with Black Lives Matter, so I've taken the knee.
Ooh, good for you, Winnie. But that was over a week ago. You must have a real dedication and passion to maintain your protest for all this time.
Oh, no, it's not that, Doris. I can't get up again.
Ooh!
Do you enjoy left-wing politics but find some brands just a little too strong for sensitive skin? Then why not try Labour Light? Guaranteed not to offend 99.9% of ignorant people. It's much gentler on softer supporters and provides rapid relief after just one appointment. And if you like Labour Light, why not try our new product, Momentum Mild? Where there's no more infighting, no more controversy, because there's no more anything. Absolutely nothing gets done, but there's plenty of tea and biscuits. Labour Light, because what does it matter anymore?
And now on BBC One, the moment you've all been waiting for. Not so much an omnibus, more of a minibus edition of a shorter than usual Eastenders.
Oi, you, get out of my pub. It's all about family. He's been shot. Not again. You slag.
You'll think we look pretty crap together. We're watching every kick and header. I'm a substitute for a football fan. The dummy next door is my old man. 1,000 fans have been fabricated. It's all cardboard and we're corrugated, yeah. Substitute a faked up crowd There's no one here but the PA's loud. You'll hear the cheers if you're watching Sky from cardboard fans with plastic pie.
Tonight's pretendance was 29,999. Thank you for supporting our business model. Good night.
Every walk you take, every move you make, every Greg steak bake, every step you take, we'll be watching you. Every single day, every time you stray, if you play away, every night you stay, we'll be watching you. Oh, we can see when you're making tea, 'cause we can track and trace every step you take, every move you make, every rule you break, every poo you take, every claim you fake, we'll be watching you. Just a tone we just love to track and trace. All day and night we can always see your place. We look around at what's in your bookcase. We feel so cold and we know who you embrace. We'll be spying daily when you sneeze. Every single day, every time you stray, we'll be watching you.
Good evening and welcome to Fox News. I'm Ann Anchor. With people all over the world coming out of lockdown, what's been going down in London town? Over now to our man in Oxford Street, Chad Valet.
Hi Ann, things are going crazy over here. Store after store with great long lineups, but everybody keeping 2 meters apart. It's spooky.
Why's that, Chad?
Well, Ann, nobody's saying anything. They can't talk because they're Brits and they haven't been introduced. Oh, but hold up, some of them are getting seriously impatient, Anne, and they've started tutting in a highly threatening manner.
And we're hearing that there's actually some kind of bizarre British competition going on.
Yes, Anne, England's longest queue, and currently it's Primark tussling with M&S, although with people having much more time on their hands, Anne Summers is making a fair fist of it. But fact check, Anne. Hasn't the world's longest lineup title already gone to an American store?
That's right, Chad. It's a branch of Assault Rifles R Us in Albuquerque, with a lineup currently standing at 3.5 miles. And that's without social distancing, obviously. This is America.
Oh, wait a minute, Ann. I'm hearing they've just started shooting each other. So it's now down to 2.5 miles and shrinking rapidly.
Only in America. You've been watching Fox News. I'm Ann Anchor. Good night.
Do not adjust your set. This is not a sketch. This is a segment we're calling Treason Unmasked, with me, Mark Brailsford, and my personal take on what's going on. Now, if you've been paying attention to government advice, it's perhaps clear no one knows, but just when everything looks grim and depressing here in the UK, we can cheer ourselves up with the thought that at least we're not ruled by this fella. That's right, it's the Donald. In a move designed to appeal to his base, though perhaps a little late to the statue-smashing party, Donald Trump has just signed an executive order to have the Statue of Liberty hauled down and thrown into the sea. Under pressure, White House aides are now admitting that the rapidly unravelling Donald has always believed the name of America's most famous monument was in fact the Statue of Liberals. Trump was later overheard attempting to justify his latest aberration, saying, okay guys, what kind of person wants to spend their time getting up inside a giant woman who's made of stone and doesn't move a muscle? But that's enough about the First Lady. Now, meanwhile, something weird is happening to our very own Prime Minister, rather more specifically, his hair. Now, when he first hit our screens as an occasional presenter of Have I Got News For You, while spending a couple of hours moonlighting as Mayor of London, or should that be gaslighting? Now that he's, however, probably Prime Minister, it's much harder to take him seriously. Now that the hair, along with his popular appeal, is thinning rapidly. Not that I can talk. Our country is now being led by a man of 55 whose head seems to be topped by either a falling haystack or a collapsed thatched cottage. You could even say it's gone from lovable to ridiculous via being dragged through a hedge fund backwards. But it's all good. If Johnson decides he's had enough of the world king business, or Murdoch gets rid, he can always go back to show business. Treason Unmasked can exclusively reveal that a popular children's TV character is about to be recast. No, not Casanova, not Flashheart, but the legendary Wurzel Gummidge. It's like he's in the room. Other stories. Now, it won't be long before the Space Dragon crew return to Earth in the SpaceX capsule. Now remember, you might recall that the launch of the Dragon spacecraft got cancelled before finally meeting up with the International Space Station. To explain the delay, Elon Musk had appointed one of the world's most experienced transit operators to explain why it was delayed.
Southern Space is very sorry to announce the cancellation of the 1432 service to Space Station International. This is due to overcrowding, non-functioning toilet facilities and the wrong kind of asteroids. How?
On that groaner, that's all from Treason Unmasked. Good night.
Bing bong! Hello, and welcome aboard this boring 767. Please pay attention as we take you through our safety demonstration. To fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal tag into the buckle and tighten by pulling on the loose end. Your life jacket is stored under the seat in front. To use it, swipe your credit card on the strip of the seat in front of you. Your oxygen mask is behind the panel above your head. If the cabin air system should fail, these will fall automatically as soon as you input your PIN number into the panel next to it. To watch the latest blockbuster, simply input the correct change into the slot of the armrest, but only if you have paid for the armrest. Should you now wish to pay for an armrest, second mortgage application forms can be found printed on the back of the head of the person in front of you. Or, alternatively, your vomit bag. Simply fill in and return to the cabin crew. The form, not the bag, madam. Thank you for flighting British Airways, always taking you for a ride. Bong bing!
New liver is what I'm gonna need after lockdown ends next year. My cocktail shaker, my thirst saker. Who cares if it makes my poor pancreas bleed? Comfort giver, but I'm piling on the pounds I'm buying and the rounds on me. When lunchtime becomes gin o'clock, there's martini on the rocks, drinking in my pants and socks. For a new liver I'll plead. new liver, but who'll then donate? Next year might be too late for me. The poor donor, its late owner, will surely have been almost pickled as me at 2 bifters, pure old Afghan black. My lungs will also pack it in. I'm drinking until lockdown ends, so I won't go round the bend. Prosecco is my friend, a new liver.